Hello students, welcome to another biology class. In today's class, we are going to continue the same chapter number 4 of PUC second year science, that is human reproduction. In the last class, we have completed up to early embryonal development and implantation. In today's class, we are going to discuss the continued part of human reproduction, that is placenta. So in this class we are going to discuss about the formation of placenta, what is placenta and what are its functions. We are discussing all these things. So now we'll start with the structure or how it is formed. So after implantation, the chorionic villi are forming from the outermost layer of blastocyst. So outermost layer of blastocyst is called the trophoblast, and these trophoblast cells are forming finger-like projections. These finger-like structures are called the chorionic villi, and these chorionic villi are penetrating deep inside the uterine wall that we call the endometrium layer. So these chorionic villi are interdigitate with the uterine tissue and blood, and these two together form a organic connection, and that organic connection we call as a placenta. So the placenta is made by the involvement of two tissues. One type of tissue is from the fetal side, another type of tissue is from the maternal body side, and these two tissues are interdigitated and form an organic connection. That organic connection we call as a placenta, or we may also define as here. So definition of placenta. We may define placenta as the chorionic villi and uterine tissue become interdigitated with each other and jointly form a structural and functional unit between developing embryo or fetus and maternal body is called placenta. So this is the definition which is given in the NCERT. So you should refer this definition while writing the definition of placenta. Otherwise we may also say that it's an organic connection between fetus tissue and the maternal tissue, and which is meant for the exchange of physiological materials. So this organic connection is meant for the exchange of physiological materials between fetus and the maternal body. Clear? So placenta is seen only in the mammals. No other organisms having the placenta. Next. So after implantation, the uterine wall is vascularizing and spongy and becoming thick. So the uterine wall is becoming the vascularized and spongy and becoming more thick, and that portion is called the decidua, and that region is called the decidua. So then what is the decidua? It's a part of uterine wall where blastocyst has been implanted, and after implantation this portion has become more vascularized, spongy and thickened, and this portion is called the decidia. And this decidia has divided into three parts. There are three parts. The one is decidia basalis, decidia capsularis and decidia parietis. So decidia basalis is the one which is going to involve in the formation of placenta. It's a part of uterine wall, and this is going to take part in the formation of placenta. Or we may also say that this is the portion where the chorionic villi are penetrated. That portion is called the decidia basalis. And the layer which has forming a capsule-like structure, the trophoblastic layer which is forming a capsular structure, that portion is called the decidia capsularis. And the region where the endometrium perforated wall is not going to get any connection, and that portion is called the decidua parietals. So these are the three parts which come under the decidua. So now we'll discuss about the structure of placenta. So what are the main points of structure of the placenta? So human placenta is disc shaped. Structure of placenta. So human placenta is disc shaped. It's a disc shape and about 15 to 23 centimeter in diameter and 25 centimeter in thickness. Its size about 15 to 23 centimeter in diameter and 25 centimeter in its thickness. Thickness is 25 centimeter. It weighs about 500 grams. A fully developed placenta weighs 500 grams. The weight of the fully formed placenta is 500 grams. So structurally it is formed by the contribution of two types of tissues. Means here both fetal and uterine wall tissues have contributed in the formation of the placenta. So what is the fetal form? Fetal part. Fetal part which involved in the formation of placenta. The fetal part which is taking part in the placental formation is, we call the chorionic allantois membrane. Chorionic allantois membrane, or it is made by the two membranes, chorion and allantois. These are the two extra embryonic membranes of fetus, and these two membranes associate and form a membrane. That membrane is called the chorionic allantois membrane. And these chorionic allantois membrane cells produce the finger-like structures called the chorionic villi. And these chorionic villi penetrate in the deeper part of uterine and embedded by the maternal, the body tissue, which is interdigitate with this chorionic villi, and they are also dipped in the maternal blood. So these two associate and form the chorion allantois membrane, and these form the chorionic villi. These help for the penetration as well as for the absorption of nutrient from the maternal blood. And maternal body tissue which taking part in the placenta formation, that is decidua basalis. Maternal part, maternal body or maternal part which taking part in the placental formation, that is decidua basalis. Decidua basalis is the portion of decidua which is taking part in the formation of placenta. So now we will discuss about the little bit about the many words or terms are there regarding the placenta which describe the placenta. So let us see what are those words which describe the human placenta. In human, the placenta is described by many words. Described as, the first word is chorion atlantic. Chorion atlantic. Second word is hemochorial placenta. And third one is called, this is the monodiscoidal. And last one is deciduate type. So these are the terms which are used to describe the placenta in human being. First, what is chorion atlantic? Means, as just now I have explained, placenta is formed by the two extra embryonic membranes of the trophoblast. One is chorion and the one is the atlantis. These two membranes together associate and form a chorion atlantic membrane, and that membrane is going to produce the chorionic villi. Hence, the placenta is called the chorionic atlantic. And it is also called the hemochorial because it is the placenta which gets its food directly from the maternal body by chorionic villi. So, by dipping in the maternal blood, it gets its nutrition, hence it is called the hemochorial placenta. And monodiscoidal, because it is the placenta where the chorionic villi are restricted to only the disc or up to the disc, placental disc, hence it is called the monodiscoidal. It is related with the shape of the placenta. And deciduate means, so there is a contact between chorionic villi and maternal body tissue. But after parturition or during parturition, there is the breakage of maternal body tissues, and that is called the deciduate type. Blood is coming out and also some of the maternal body cells are coming out, and that type is called the deciduate type. So these are some of the terms which are used to describe the placenta. Now we'll move to the very important part of the placenta, the functions of placenta. Functions of placenta. During early development of embryo, placenta acts as many organs of the fetus. It acts as alimentary canal, lungs, kidney, liver, barrier, or even endocrine gland before all these organs are developing in the fetus. So first function of placenta is transport. So now it helps in the transport of oxygen, water, electrolytes and nutrients from maternal body to the fetus. Placenta helps in the transport of oxygen, water, electrolytes and nutrients. The transport of all these materials from maternal body to the fetus. And also it is going helpful for the removal of carbon dioxide from fetus to the maternal body. Means there is exchange of gases. Oxygen is taken from the maternal body to the fetus, and fetus remove the carbon dioxide through placenta to maternal body. So there is exchange of gases. Hence, so placenta is called the alimentary canal. It acts as an alimentary canal of the fetus, and also it acts as a lungs. So here it acts as a alimentary canal and also as a lung. So it acts as both alimentary canal as well as fetal lung. So next function of placenta is excretion. Excretion. The nitrogenous waste produced in the fetus are removed from fetus to the maternal body, where these excretory materials are removed from the excretory organs or kidney of maternal body. So nitrogenous waste are removed from the fetus through kidney of maternal body. So this is another function where this placenta act as a fetal kidney. Next function is barrier. So placenta act as a barrier, means just like a wall, which prevent the entry of the infectious bacteria as well as the chemicals or many harmful chemicals. So these are not allowed from maternal body to the fetus. So placenta prevent all these things. Next, the storage. Placenta stores glycogen, fat, iron, etc. for the fetus, and these can be used before the liver is fully developed in fetus. It stores glycogen, fat and iron for fetus, and these are going to be used by the fetus before liver is fully formed. The next function is immunity. So the antibodies produced in maternal body, whenever the mother is exposed to any infection, they are passively transferred from the maternal body to the fetus through placenta to provide the immunity against infection. So the next is the placenta act as the endocrine gland, which is very important. It acts as an endocrine gland. Endocrine gland. Placenta synthesizes and secretes many hormones. The hormones secreted by placenta. This is very important question for 2 marks in theory exam. So one hormone is estrogen, progesterone, HCG, HPL. Along with this, during late pregnancy, placenta also secretes one more hormone, that is relaxin, which is secreted during late pregnancy period. And these three hormones are usually seen during pregnancy only. These three hormones are seen in the maternal blood only during pregnancy. If the woman is not pregnant, these hormones are not seen. HCG means human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, which is secreted from the chorion and which is useful to maintain the corpus luteum for the secretion of progesterone. Because progesterone is very important to maintain the pregnancy. And one more importance of HCG is the presence of HCG is useful to confirm the pregnancy. So whenever the concentration of HCG is increased in the body, it enters the maternal blood from where it excreted along the urine of mother. And when the urine of mother is tested, if it is found in the urine of mother, so it is going to be confirmed that pregnancy is confirmed. So the HCG is used for the confirmation of pregnancy. So relaxin is the hormone which is secreted later at the time of the parturition, because for the dilation of cervix canal. So apart from this, there are many hormones like cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, estrogen, progesterone. Their production is increased many folds, and their increased concentration is going to be useful for the fetal growth and metabolic activities in the mother body and also maintenance of the pregnancy. So they are going to be increased their amount during pregnancy. So they are already there in the maternal body before pregnancy also, but the concentration is going to be increased during pregnancy because of all these activities for the purpose of the pregnancy. So these hormones are useful. So here we conclude. So we have studied what is placenta, how it is formed, what are functions. So I think you understood very clearly all those things. So we may get many questions in theory as well as in NEET and CET exams. In theory, we will get only definition of placenta, what is placenta, what are the functions of placenta, and name the hormones which are secreted by placenta. And one more specific questions will be there. What are those hormones which are secreted by placenta only during pregnancy? This is very specific question. You have to write only answer HCG, HPL and relaxin, because these are the hormones which are secreted only during pregnancy. So in NEET you may get many different types of questions. So here I am going to finish this topic. We will continue the pregnancy, major features of pregnancy or embryonal development, and also there are two the segments I have left. One is parturition and lactation. We will finish so by these segments in the next class. Thank you.